it live before we were actually really ready, but it's okay.
But it's all good.
It's okay. So
Don't
I'm gonna
mind
adjust this
crazy
up a little
light.
bit.
This, you know,
This
real
is like
life right here.
gym clothes, messy bun.
It works.
You know. Okay. Is this? I think we're both in there
we're
now.
good.
Okay.
Okay.
All right.
So how are
Good
you
morning.
doing? How have you been for the past last week?
Me?
Yes.
Oh, I thought you were asking him.
Well, both.
Look, I'm like out of it. I've been good.
It's been a long week.
It has been a long week. So that week, New Year's week, was weird. It was a weird week. So it was like New Year's on a Tuesday, and then basically you start your week on a Wednesday, and then before you know it, it's Friday again. I thought legit last Friday was a Monday. All day I thought it was Monday.
My days were messed up.
I was so messed up all week. But this week I finally feel on track. I told Andrew last night at dinner, I was like, it feels like it should be a Thursday, not a Tuesday.
Yeah, I don't even know. This is why I have a calendar.
Yeah. So what about you? How have you been? What have you been up to?
Good, crazy. Just lots of different things I've been planning, as you know.
Lots of big plans.
I'm really excited, and I'm sorry, I keep messing with this because I feel like we're not both like in the camera. Anyways, yeah, I've been kind of just working away at my business, and
This little guy wants to come say hi today.
Whoa, excuse you.
He knows that we're on camera.
Yes.
So
He sees the camera and he
wants to say
be a
hi.
part. So you say hi. Well, okay, yeah. Oh my goodness, he's a ham. Yeah, no, I've just been really plugging away, working on things for Hannah Cat Photography, and I am super excited about it. And there's some really cool things in the works.
I know, I'm
and
really excited for you. I'm really excited for you. And I'm excited for everybody else because it's going to benefit you guys. And I'm messing with this too. It's like, I'm not.
We're just kind of having a morning.
I think my hair's throwing the balance off. It's like I'm leaning this direction. I don't know.
Oh my goodness.
It's a little crazy.
So
today, we're going to talk personality.
Yes, we are.
Personality.
Because we have it.
Yes.
No, we all do. So we kind of jump back and forth with topics. We want you guys to tell us what you want us to talk about. We could talk for days.
On everything.
Literally.
And anything.
Yeah. But ultimately, we're doing this for you, and we want to connect with you. We want to hear your heart. We want to just speak life into you. If there's something that either you're struggling with or something that you are just excited about and want to hear more about, we would just love to talk about it because we like.
Or even if there's something that you think we talk about and
hey, I want to hear more about that.
You want to hear more, or if you don't want to
like,
hear any more about that, like if you don't care about some of this, then
goals. Who needs goals?
be nice about it, but please let us know because again, we are here for you guys. I mean, yes, we get together and we chat over coffee, but we do want you guys to be a part of this. That's why we're doing this. We want to bring you into our conversations, and if you were sitting here in front of us, then you would have some say. So we want you guys to have a say in what we're going to talk about. So back to personality. That was like part of our personalities, like jumping. Squirrel. We're going to talk about Enneagrams today. And I don't know if any of you have ever heard about the Enneagram test, but it's something that we both have done. We've both taken, our husbands have both taken the Enneagram test, and it's another personality test. There are tons out there. There's the Myers-Briggs personality test that's how we think. You have the DISC test. I know that I've done before. And Enneagram, you Google personality test and you're going to get hundreds of thousands of results. So Enneagram, I think, is what I feel like is the most descriptive.
It's spot on.
The most concise. And it kind of encompasses all of those personality tests into one, is what I feel like for me.
I feel like it as well. I have done, now I love personality tests. It intrigues me. It's I don't like it. Just fascinates me. And so of course, yeah, I'll just take them all. But I'll agree. Is this the Enneagram? Which first I kept hearing people, I was listening to podcasts and they were like, oh yeah, I'm a 3, I'm a 2, I'm a 6. Oh no, my husband is a 9. And I'm like, okay, what the heck is it?
Right.
Like, okay, I just need to do this so I can be a part of the conversation.
Right.
And so that's actually why I did it and figured it out. But afterwards, I was like, oh my goodness, my husband, you have to. That was really funny. I didn't call him my husband. But anyways, I was like, you have to take this. You know, we talk like that now. Anyways, sorry. Random.
Okay, so this is a total side note, and I apologize for interrupting, but if my mom is on here, she's the one that told me this story, so I can't take credit for it.
Okay.
But she has a friend at
idea
work.
where this is
I know,
going.
I haven't even told her. This, like, you said something and it, like, triggered a memory. So that's the psychology side of me. Just triggers things. She has a friend at work that has 2 littles that watch Peppa Pig and now sometimes will speak in a British accent. Like, because they picked it up from Peppa Pig. Random, back to personality. Sorry.
I don't really.
That was totally a squirrel.
That really was.
That's a big squirrel.
So, anyways,
I'm sorry.
you're good. Totally lost my train of thought.
I know, I'm sorry. Oh.
You're good. Okay, but yeah, so I had him take it and he was like, oh my goodness, another personality test. And I was like, no, like for real, I just really want you to try. And so he did, and he was all like, wow, this is literally what is in my head. It is spot on because it talks about like what
motivates you, what drives you,
how you respond to things, your leadership style, like literally all the things. And so if you're not familiar with it, well, one, we're going to talk about it, obviously. 2, we are going to post a link on, it's a free test online, which really you could just put in free, you can Google free Enneagram test.
But
there are a couple different ones. There's like a short version one. I don't think that's correct.
I agree.
We have both taken it. Our husbands have taken that one, and it's not as spot on. There's one that's a little longer that's just basically multiple choice. And that
takes
one
maybe 10 or 15 minutes to go through.
Yeah, maybe something like that. Unless you're a perfectionist and you analyze everything. But
then you're a 3.
Comment. But it's funny. It's good. It's good to know. Which I guess let's dive on into it.
Yeah, let's talk about why it's good to know these things. So, real quick before, actually no, you know what? You go ahead. Then I'll add what I was gonna say.
I don't know what you.
It'll get out of order. It'll get out of order in your head and my head, and you just go ahead.
Okay then. So, I am going, this morning I actually listened to a podcast. Well, okay, so back up. I've been listening to podcasts about this, but just for refresher, just content and just different things, I want to point out, and I'm going to kind of read it because it's kind of long, but it just makes sense if I read it. So, it's the Struggling Well Project by Emily Thomas. If you don't know who she is, she's great. She's funny. She's a number 1. But so she's very like in order, kind of
analytical, data driven.
But she also has a funny side to her. But it's number 140. It's all about the Enneagram with Beth McCord. And I don't know if she, because I haven't fully done all my research, I don't know if she like created it, but she's definitely an expert in it, and she knows what she's talking about.
Fun fact this morning, the Enneagram has actually been around for centuries.
So like, she didn't create it.
Used by monks and back like
didn't do my
a long time. And it does have some Christian backgrounds, has some backgrounds in Judaism, and there was one more, and I can't remember off the top of my head what it was. But it's been around for a long time.
And that's the thing I like, because it's just human.
Yeah.
Like, it doesn't matter
what
race, it doesn't matter what religion, it doesn't matter where you live. We
male,
are all,
female.
yeah,
it's not.
but it's spot on.
For anybody.
And so she said, as humans, we tend to think everyone sees the world as we see it. Which, how true is that? So the more that we can understand why people think, feel, behave in certain ways, and understand their core fears and desires, we can have more compassion, understanding, mercy, and love towards others. We can also understand why people do the things that they do. Because going back to what I said in the beginning is, I mean, as humans, we tend to think like, well, I think like this, so everybody's going to think like this. Which, that's where disagreements come from, that's where arguments come from, fights, all the things. And it's just, obviously we don't want to be those people. We want to be life-giving people and like just encouraging and uplifting. And so the more that we can learn about other people, and the more that we can just kind of study, not study in a weird way, but just, what were you gonna say?
This is where I'm gonna jump in with what I was gonna say a minute ago. I wanted you to read that first, because if you've ever heard of the 5 love languages, there's one for initially
sort of
the book. Yep, it is another. It's a type of a personality. It's more how you respond to and receive love.
Oh, so sorry.
Hey, look, there's blinds.
Yep. I don't know that. Oh crap. There we go. Sorry. I was trying to wave to people.
That's hilarious.
Okay, I'll stop waving.
So the 5 love languages was basically created. It's a book, and his name just
Gary
Chapman. For couples, for married couples, to determine what your love language is. So how you receive love. And how you express your love. So there's a version for, I know, thank you. There's a version for married couples, there's a version for teens, there's a version for children, there's a version for singles, there's a version for everybody. So with the love languages, like I said, it teaches you how to...
Okay, so behind the scenes, we're like not professional up in here.
Not today.
I have my camera because I'm videoing it, and my son just about knocked it all over and busted everything.
So the love languages. The Enneagram kind of ties into the love languages, because with the Enneagram, this can teach you how to basically talk to people and treat people how they would respond to things. Same thing as the love languages. So for instance, my love language, my number 1 love language is quality time. I desire quality time. That's how I feel like I need to
be productive.
And to feel love. So my greatest desire in my marriage is quality time with my husband. But for Andrew, he's very task oriented, but his love language is words of affirmation. So he wants that constant encouragement and just support from me. So I have to learn to love him in the way he receives love. So the Enneagram is the same way. So,
and I will say that takes time.
It does take time. It doesn't happen overnight.
No.
Lots of practice.
Yeah. In communication, like jumping on the marriage train for a second.
Yeah.
Like,
that's where I was going with this a little bit.
Okay.
Yeah.
Go. Continue.
Oh, I was just going to say with the Enneagram. So Andrew is more of a 1. And so for me, I'm a 3, which is very achievement driven, motivated, and he's motivated, but his is very more, well, we'll get into the types in just a second, right? What the ones are. So for me, in order to best respond to, learn how to treat him as a 1 and understand the world from his perspective as a 1. That was a long way around to say that. I'm sorry.
No, and it's the same with Keith. He is a number 6, and he's every time I don't know why, but I forget his number, like the actual number, and he was like, whatever the hero is, I'm the hero. And so it's funny, but it's true. Like he's the loyalist. He is the hero base. He liked to be the hero. Which, I mean, he's really good at. But just knowing these things, and again, communicating, not in the heat of an argument, but when everybody is calm and collective, not that we ever argue, but, you know. Anyways, we have, what's it called?
Discussions.
Heated discussions.
We have heated discussions. Passionate discussions.
Passionate discussions. There we go. But for real, so we learning, communicating with each other, and learning to, okay, well, if this scenario happened, how would you want me to respond? Mm-hmm. Like, what is your love language in this? How can I better love you? And that's also a pride thing too, like going, I mean, really not trying to go in that direction, but learning. You are so stinking cute, and you know you're on camera.
Yep.
But laying down your own pride and going, okay, how can I serve you? Because ultimately, that's part of marriage. That's a huge part of marriage. That's a huge part of life. I mean.
So really quickly, do we want to jump into the different types, just kind of covering those really quick, and then we can get to the fun giveaway?
Yes.
Okay.
Yes. Okay, so I'm just going to, you can Google, you can go on Pinterest, and on my Pinterest, I have different graphics for each of the numbers. And so you can kind of do that just for time's sake. We're not going to go into all of it because you can literally, it's a dark hole that you can get lost in.
There's so much
it's
information.
Like, to us, very fascinating. But
honestly, once you take the test, that's
it makes
when
so much more sense too. So there's 9 numbers. I'm like, 9 numbers, I can count. The number 1 is the perfectionist. Number 2 is advisor. 3, achiever. 4, individualist.
Or romantic.
Or romantic.
Is another way to describe that one.
Yes. 5 is the thinker or investigative. 6, the guardian or loyal. 7, entertaining, optimist. 8, productive.
Protective.
Protective.
It's a little screen.
Protective, challenger, and 9 is the peaceful mediator. So those are kind of the 9. And then again, you can go in. Are we getting into all of that?
Maybe not today.
Yeah.
Because I would really love for you guys to take the test, and whichever one you choose to take, that's totally up to you. If you only have 3 or 4 minutes to dedicate to it, take the quick one. Like she said at the beginning, we'll post a link to the one that we like, just because we do feel like it is more in-depth and more concise with the descriptions. And then after that, tell us what your numbers are.
It also typically, okay, so I will say everybody is like all of them.
Yes.
You do have a little bit of all of them within you.
Well,
but you
and
always
it depends.
have a dominant.
Yes.
You have a dominant one, and then typically you have a wing. So like, I don't remember what my wing is. Yours is.
I'm a 3.
You're
first,
a dominant 3, which is an achiever.
and then I'm a 6, which is the loyalist. Which explains why I chased that stray dog all over my backyard this morning, because I didn't want it to run over.
Sense to me, but that's just my personality.
So
which is okay, because we're not supposed to be all the same. That would be really boring.
Right. God gave us our individual personalities.
Exactly.
So tell us what your numbers are. Take the test.
In the link that we, not in the link, but in the post. In the post. I couldn't think of what the name was.
Yeah.
In the post that we post.
We'll share in a little while.
Yes. Ooh, he's opening the blinds. Okay, so jump into giveaway.
Giveaway.
So excited.
Last week if you were here with us, or if you've followed us on our Instagram pages, individual or our one
Joint.
together, you know that we have partnered with Lifeway and Kingdom Growers Coffee to be able to give you your very own bag of Kingdom Growers
really yummy
coffee, and
and
it's super yummy. And is this a certain flavor?
So yes, and I don't know how to say that. Honduran. So this is actually what I've been drinking. Like, well, not this bag, but flavor, and it's really good. It's just, I think it's just kind of like their normal. Oh my goodness, it's like their normal blend. So
It's good.
it's good.
So, those of you that entered,
Yes.
thank you.
Thank you. We're excited that we get to do this, and it's because of you. So sorry. Let's he just about knocked over my camera again. That would be really bad. Okay.
He's gonna join us for a
so,
giveaway.
Yes. Okay. So we are using how we're doing this. So we're not cheating or anything. We're using the random number generator and putting in the number of entries, and then that will pick.
He's so cute. Oh, you guys can't see him, but he's like hugging this bag of coffee.
His is mama's blood.
He knows.
Okay. Number
six.
So we will go and let's see
who's number 6.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Angela Giverson. Oh my goodness, I'm so excited for you. So we will post your information on our screen, tag you, contact you, and
We'll get you your coffee.
Yes. So excited, so happy for you. And
Yay!
Oh my goodness.
So make sure you have followed our page. It's Caitlin and Hannah together, because next week, drum roll,
we are going to be talking about why it is important to invest in your business. I'm so excited.
I'm really excited.
So, just a little side note, I am going out of town Sunday to basically do that, to invest in our business, my business, and I will tell you all the things. Next week, follow my Instagram for personal stories and all of that. Caitlin's going to talk too about investing in her business, which she has been doing a lot lately.
Yes.
And it's definitely growing, and it's an important thing. I was gonna say something else, and I don't remember what it was now. So, anyways.
Carson has a lot to say today.
Yes. All right, you say bye-bye?
Can you blow him kisses?
No kisses. Mwah.
No kisses.
You know,
No.
you get sleepy.
Not
All
today.
right.
All
Well,
right, guys.
thank you so much for joining, and we look forward to talking to you
Next
next week.
week.
Have a great day. Bye, guys.